Hey, what's up? I am Chris Aurelius with the EDM Nightlife Show. I am here with BPSS, Reps 1 from the Dub Church crew. Wicked Wednesday's going down in Underworld. These guys are throwing down some sick-ass electronic beats. Hey guys, where did you get your inspiration from?
I grew up listening to like RAW, which I've been doing shows with now, which is kind of like a positive inspiration in my life to be able to like, you know, do music with the guys that I grew up listening to since I was like 18. So, I mean, that's really just blowing my mind right now. So, I mean, that's where I get my inspiration from, like, you know, Diesel Boy, RAW, you know, old school cats like that, like really that have been doing like underground cassette tapes when they were like blue and they were underground, and like, I mean, they were literally bootleg tapes, you know what I'm saying, that you can get. So, I mean, that's really where I'm coming from. My boy Eric De La Cruz, DJ Myth, that passed away, and local DJs like Quiet Rise, BPSS, and you know, Michael Toast and all them, like really, like we came together like and really started doing a lot of stuff in Vegas. So I mean, my inspiration really comes from the really old school drum and bass scene.
My inspirations come from a lot of places. Lots of reggae stuff, the same old school reggae jungle stuff that Mike's into.
In my opinion, a lot of the clubs and stuff that we've been playing out on the strip, we like to play it, let's say, safe when it comes to electronic music. Now all of a sudden, you know, it's gone mainstream and all these other subgenres are popping out. Do you ever think taking that into consideration where you're, you know, throwing down, let's say, some 140 BPM wobbly dubstep? You think that can really hold its own on the strip?
You know what, nowadays, yes. Especially what we've been doing the last couple of years. I really do, especially the venues we've played. I mean, we played Marquee, we played, you know, Hard Rock, we played everywhere. So, I mean, really now, like, that whole categorization of like this is underground it's kind of becoming mainstream now. I mean, you see it in commercials, you see it everywhere now. So it's kind of like, no, there's really not that genre of categorization of like this is underground now. When drum and bass, when I grew up, was underground. So now it's kind of became mainstream, and drum and bass is coming back, and you know, dubstep's obviously mainstream now. You know, everybody's really loving that. I mean,
yeah, you'll definitely have, say, Rusko and Diplo sharing the same stage as like Swedish House Mafia. So at this point, it's kind of all one and the same. The only people that are making distinctions are the executives.
How do you guys feel about that? I mean, you know, me growing up, you know, electronic music, it was always just straight underground. Now all of a sudden, like you said, it's in your face, commercials. In McDonald's, they got a DJ playing. I mean, do you think that affects your guys' you know, mentality when it comes to making music?
You know what? It doesn't affect my mentality because I'm kind of just hardcore. I don't have a lot of breaks in my sets. I pretty much go really, really hard the whole time, and I have my own kind of style of playing, and it's, you know, that's me, and I'm not going to change. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but that's pretty much what it is. So I mean, I'm going to do me, and if you don't like it, then go listen to somebody else. I mean,
now let me talk about some gear very quickly. What do you guys like to use when it comes to performing? Is there anything in particular that you need to have in the booth?
You know what, I professionally prefer turntables. I like to use turntables. I also use Serato, but I like to use turntables when I'm using it. And you know, Serato turntables is what I need to do. Like, mostly that's not readily available nowadays to me because the clubs seem to want to use CDJs, and you know, so I do adapt to that. But honestly, like, if I had my, you know, my way all the time, it'd be 1200s and vinyl, and that's what I would do.
Oh yeah.
I work for Native Instruments as a product specialist for Tractor, so I pretty much kind of use any of their controllers at this point. A couple weeks ago I was using a Z2 with an X1 and an F1. Tonight I was using an S4, and it just kind of whatever I feel like using at the time, kind of playing with.
And you were humble enough to show us how to fiddle around with that Native Instruments machine. How's that going? Are you still using that gear?
Absolutely. I'm on the Mark II now. Loving the 1.8 update, and everything's working out pretty well with machine. Pretty much where I start almost every beat.
You know, I gotta say, like, the Native Instruments stuff he showed me, since, you know, he's been trying to turn me into that. You know, I won't turn, but, you know, he's been trying to give me how to use a lot of it, and honestly, as a DJ, it's really workable. And you can get really a lot of good stuff out of it. So, I mean, I see, like, the really good points in the Native Instrument stuff. And honestly, like, you can do much more and get a lot more done in a quicker time set as a DJ than you could with just turntables.
Oh, we got some really cool stuff coming up from BPSS, Reps 1 from the Dub Church crew here at Wicked Wednesdays at the Underworld. They threw down a kick-ass set. Keep a lookout for them. And EDM Nightlife, I'm Chris Aurelius. Keep it locked.